Tonight, growing concern over the weather as firefighters struggle to get a handle on a 4,000-plus acre wildfire. Good evening, I'm Shannon Wolfson. First up tonight, exclusive pictures from the front lines given to one of our reporters by a firefighter who is working long, hot hours on a bulldozer. For the first time, we are seeing how spread out this fire is and how hard it's going to be to contain. Our KXAN's David Scott is live now in Bastrop County with the very latest there. Dave?
Evening, Shannon. It appears tonight things are stabilized, but a long fight ahead. We're outside of the Smithville Fire Department where 35 volunteers work out of here, and many of them are just returning this evening from a long 12-hour day out in the heat doing all that they could. Meantime, just a couple hours earlier, about 2 blocks from here, there was a special briefing for hundreds of very worried evacuees from top officials to let them know how things stand.
I heard somebody say, well, this fire's not as bad as the 2011 fire. Well, I don't want to hear anybody say that. For me, it's bad, and for you, it's bad.
They didn't sugarcoat it. Dozens of structures lost, nearly 4,500 acres charred. The fight not over. What did anxious evacuees think?
They're doing the best they can.
Of course, they definitely are.
I'm concerned about getting back to my house as soon as I can. He doesn't like it in the hotel.
The fight goes on the ground and in the air. DPS scout choppers go ahead of the water battalions, dropping thousands of gallons. Back at the firehouse, front linesmen only return for a quick water run, like volunteer Galen Hoffman.
It's hot. It's real hot. There's hardly no, there's not a lot of wind. There's a little bit, but it's real hot in there. A lot of burn areas. The air support's really helping. I mean, it's getting it to where areas we can't get into. So they're taking care of that for us.
Volunteers work here around the clock, offering encouragement, hot food, cold water. The reason's simple.
Because it's my hometown. When things like this happen, we all come together.
And on the walls, thank you notes pour in from children, like 6-year-old Layla Lee.
Why did you do that drawing?
Because I love you guys. Like I love my family.
It is like family around here, everybody pitching in. These firefighters are only allowed to do a 12-hour shift. They're grabbing a quick bite, they'll grab a couple hours sleep. They'll be back at it in the morning, and more reinforcements from other departments from around Texas will be coming in to help out. This is going to go on for days. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We are following a lot of new details we learned today as this fire continues to spread. The last update we have from Bastrop County officials shows nearly 4,400 acres have burned. That's nearly 7 square miles. It's about 25% contained now. Nearly 3 dozen structures have burned. Officials say most of those are homes. People living along at least 30 streets have been evacuated, but officials fear things could get worse.
This fire event is not over, not anywhere near over, and we could have considerable more loss. If you're a praying person, I would ask you to pray for the same kind of conditions going forward as we've had today.
Well, tonight, Smithville firefighters came home before midnight for the first time this week. Reuniting with family is always special because the firefighters say they never know when they head out if they'll be coming back. And the Smithville Fire Department chief says this is an overwhelming situation.
Our guys are stressed. It's just a lot of stress, and I keep preaching to them just to stay focused. We're going to eventually knock this thing out with a little prayer from the good Lord and the citizens of Smithville. I'm sure that you've been inside of the station. You've seen all the support we have in this community. That's what's making us continue to fight for this community.
The chief also says his men will start their next shift tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.